If you want a growth mindset, you have to apply these three principles in your life. Without these three principles, I don't see you progressing. I don't see you amounting into anything. And I'm not even kidding at all. In this life, we do have three principles if you want to build a growth mindset. We have the past, we have the present. The present, they say, it's a gift by the Creator. There's a reason why I'm making this video. There's a reason why everything it is what it is today. So the present that we are right now is a gift by the Creator. And we also do have our future. If you want a growth mindset, trust me, you need these three lifestyle in your life. You have to learn from your past. Whatever you learn from your past, you bring into your present. And whatever you're actually doing right now, right here, whatever habit you're doing right here, definitely will shape your future. I'm just gonna break it down a little bit, I'm gonna use someone else that we all know, Thomas Edison. The story I heard about him was he tried and failed multiple times before he actually invented the electricity that we are all using today. And oftentimes what I heard people saying there's a quote that I really do not agree with. They say only a fool learns from his own mistake. What if we take a look at it from a different dimension, that the wise man learn from his own mistake as well? I'm not going to get it wrong. I'm not going to tell you the other way around or lie to you or anything. It's okay to learn from others. I learned from some people. I learned from some leaders as well. But I tell you, the best way to actually learn the most is by you daring to try something that has never been done. Well, yeah, you might fail, but definitely the best way you could learn is by you making that mistake yourself, learning from that mistake yourself. If Thomas Edison never actually tried, I know many people are going to tell him, oh, dude, it's not going to work. You're too delusional. You're too crazy. But he believed in himself. He kept pushing and pushing, learned from his trials and errors, and finally he got the electricity. Because oftentimes I hear people say all that matters is the present. But to me, I believe we barely learn. Most of our life lessons are learned in the past. Most of our life lessons, the person you are today, the person I am today, are multiple lessons that I've learned from my past. And I've actually applied that into my life. That is why I am living this present right now. So the past is very, very important. You can never forget your roots. You can never forget your past. You can definitely, what I would say is you reflect from it, you learn from it. Maybe you've gone through some kind of breakup or rejection, bully growing up, some kind of mess in your life. Definitely you want to learn from that and turn it around. And it's going to bring me to right here. If you want to build a growth mindset, this is where the growth actually happens. Present is where the growth really happens. And why past is where you definitely learn most of life lessons. You learn most of life lessons in the past. But here is where the growth really happens. Because it's a gift. The fact that I'm able to wake up this morning, I went to the gym, I'm able to walk into the shower, I'm able to, eat that food. Not everyone has that privilege to do all this that I'm doing. So the present is always a gift from the universe. And the present is where you definitely grow. I'm gonna talk about growth. You can either grow to be good or bad. You can either go to be bad or good, negative or positive. Positive. You can actually be inspiring to others, be an inspiration to others. Or you have the the I do not care attitude. I do not care attitude. This is all present. Like you can actually live in the present to be bad boy, bad woman, spread about negativity. Oftentimes you hear people say, I do not care about you. Like nobody care about one another. We just living our life, me, myself, and I only. But there's no, to me, how I see life is we have to like care about one another. I don't know what that person is going through. Sometimes when I was in the store the other day, I don't even know this woman. And all I just said to her, ma'am, you look beautiful. And the kind of joy, the kind of smile that brought to her, some it fulfills me. It makes me really that I could actually say something. And to me, it's just like, I'm just complimenting her, but to her, it might actually means a lot due to the reaction this woman gave to me. And she was like, oh, you don't know what I'm going through, but that really do help me. I believe in this world, we need to care about one another. We need to show more love. We need to show more of positive mindset. We need to be an inspiration to one another. Because in this life, whatever you learn from your past, like I said, the life lesson is learned from the past. Oftentimes, learn from the past. You barely learn anything from from the present. You learn. I'm not going to say you do not learn from the present, but you barely learn anything from the present. Because present, you actually listening, you communicating, stuff like that. But again, life lesson, you learn it from the past. You put that you can actually bring your past lesson and turn it into bad. Like, you know what, this life have hurt me so bad. Why should I care? Why should I, give a fuck what people are going through? They never care about me. So the present, you can either leave it to be good, or you can either leave the present to be bad as well. It's two ways. But I will recommend for my audience to actually, whatever you've been through, you should always change that into positive, into inspiration. Because this definitely will shape your future to either regret, for you to have a regret, or for you to be proud and successful. For you to be proud and successful. And when I mean success, I'm really not talking about, having luxurious car, 10 cars, mansion and all of that. A wise man once told me, this life do not belong to us. We here as a marketer buying us and selling. At the end of the day, once we done buying what we're buying, we gone. What we left behind is what really counts. So what are you trying to leave behind? What legacy, what impact are you trying to leave behind? That is what really counts. So I'm gonna move down to like regrets. Being a bad boy, I don't care about what people do. You have fun, all of that. Oftentimes leads to like a regret future. Like, oh man, I could have done better. I should have actually cared about what people are going through. Now, there's no one really helping me. Because I think there's a Bible verse that says the hands that give it never lack. So you always want to have the mindset of, care about people, care about what, your brothers, your sister are going to care about what the old, because we are all here connected. We are all here, for a purpose. There's a reason behind everything we go through in life. And my own best recommendation is to actually turn whatever you've been through, turn it into positive, so you could be an inspiration, you could be a leader, you could actually be proud of yourself that, what, this world tried to hurt me, but I'm bigger than this world. Knowing the fact that he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world.